So, hello everyone. This is Denise with Artist at Work, and this is a series of paper doll I've been doing for quite a while now. And I probably should do some explaining about how I came up with this idea. Okay, so I got into looking at paper dolls a while back, and I used to look online and see the different dollies. And there was one character who I really loved, which her name was Molly Bangle. And she was way back started back in the, I believe in the 1800s till the 30s, I believe. And a lady named Grace Drayden was the inventor of them. And she invented the Campbell Soup Girls kids. And I was so intrigued with all the different dollies there was of her and everything. So I decided to make a version of my own. But I wanted to make boxes for them, and I wanted to make play sets. So I made my own character named Molly Bangle, okay, and she has friends. So I made 4 special boxes, 4 special play sets, okay, and I'm gonna show them to you. So it's gonna take a little while, but I hope you enjoy this presentation, okay? So my first box is India, okay, and this box is of the Taj Mahal. I'm gonna bring it up close to show you. And okay, on the front there's an elephant, okay, and the elephant is all paper mache onto a magnetic strip, okay, and you can take him off and use the sticks that come with this set. So he's just here's the whole box, okay, and he sticks onto the front, okay. He's a beautiful Indian elephant, okay. So on the back now there's a plate. I make these plates for the story of Molly Bangle traveling the world. So on the back, this would be the last one, and this comes off, okay, and it's got magnetic, okay, it sticks onto the back. So I'm going to take it off because when I open the box it's going to fall off, but that's just how I had to do this one. So you open the box, and inside you'll see, I'm going to set this here. Inside you'll see Molly Bangle. She's traveling to India, and this is her hotel room that I made paper mache in and drew in with a picture I found online, okay, and redesigned it. And I have all the characters in this little baggie here. So I'm going to take everything out and show you what I made. And these are all magnetic. So first off, I have Molly Bangle, okay, and I did a rope edging on her to seal the sides, and then she has a magnetic back. She can stick to the box right like that. I made some Indian clothes for her. Put the clothes right on like that. You can see it, okay. And so I also made her a beautiful dress, purple dress here, okay, and this has little dots all on it. And I gotta put my glasses on. It's been a while since I remembered how I made them. Yeah, so these are just little dots in glitter glue. This is a gem that's on the dress. Give a little close up here. And I moved her arms and made her arms going in the front, and her hand in the front. Arms, hand. Gave her a nice glittery shawl in the back and a butterfly on the front, which goes right on her. Okay. All right. So I made a few more items for her. I made another dress here, this blue one. It's her party dress in India. She gets to go for the party. And this is a little baby elephant. It's like a trinket that she picks up on her travels. What do they call it? Souvenir. It's a souvenir. And I put little blue gems right here on it and fancied it all up. And it's magnetic. Okay, so it can go with Mr. Elephant here. It can have a baby elephant on there. So then her friend Jama Jammy, because I thought his outfit looks more like jam pajamas, so I call him Jama Jammy. Okay, put the rope on the edge also, and he's magnetic also. Another outfit I made for Molly is this one. I added flowers to this picture and her toes. I did her all over with glitter glues and made earrings for her outfit. Gave her the bangles that she should wear for Molly Bangle. And can take this one off and put it on. Okay, there's her pretty green eyes that are showing. Okay. Also made a little purple dress for her, and this one says Folk Tales of Bangles. Yep, Folk Tales of Bangle, and she's Molly Bangle. So that's her little dress. Okay. So I made a few outfits for Jama Jammy. And this is one of his outfits. I have his knife here. He's got some rings in his fingers. I put some gems right here. I have him wearing a necklace with a gem, another necklace up here with a gem. Fancy little outfit. Oh yes, I forgot. With this blue dress for Molly Bangle's party dress for India, I had to give her an Indian headdress. So she has an Indian headdress for this outfit. Okay. And there's also, okay, so for Jama Jammy, forget his name sometimes, there's also a headdress for him, just like that. Okay. So he has a headdress with, I put a gem in here for it. Okay. And also for her purple outfit, now she can use this hat for either one, but you can put the hat here. Actually, I could cut it and just she could wear it on here, but can use the flap, and I made her a hat for this outfit. Okay. Just like that. So that's the dolly part. And I'm going to give her an Indian dress on right now to make sure she's wearing the proper outfit for this box. Okay. So Molly Bangle starts in India. And I'm going to get the plates out first. So I made all these plates. Okay. So I'm going to put them in order. Alright, so first you have Molly Bangle's hotel room, okay, which she can stand right in there. Okay, and this is the living room to the hotel room first. Okay, then you have her bathroom, which plate fits right in. Okay. And she's not magnetic to these plates, but she can stand right up in this part right here if you hold this part or put it up against something. But you can pretend pretty well, you know what I mean. It's pretend. I also have sticks you can hold. This one says Molly Bangle on it, and so you know this stick goes with her, and you can put her right on here, and you can pretend she's in the bathroom doing whatever she's got to do. Also made one for Prince Jama here. Jama Jammy. We'll put his outfit on too. Okay. And there's also the next plate is the bedroom. Okay, this is the bed I drew out it all myself and added the end tables and the lamps and designed the whole back with collage. So put that one in next. Now it's a play set, so you can have a lot of fun with this. You can either play outside and pretend you're visiting the Taj Mahal, or you can play inside and pretend you're in the bedroom. So while Molly's in India, okay, she is at her hotel room, and then she decides to go out on the beach and take a walk. And while she's there, she finds the golden lantern, and she rubs it. And when she rubs it, the magic genie comes out and grants her 3 wishes. I only have him pointing one, but that's number 1. She gets to choose. So she's looking up at him, and she's like, wow, where'd he come from? Okay. So this is all pretend, and this plate can stand on the outside of the box, just like that, okay? And then you can have her there, and you can just pretend she's moving around or whatever, and put her swimsuit back on, okay? So that's the next plate. And so after that, nighttime comes, and her friend Jama, Prince Jama, decides to take Molly on a magic carpet ride. And I collaged all these characters in place and cut them all out and drew in their faces and did all that and made the magic carpet ride, and it's glitters and sparkled, and this is magnetic also, so you can put it here and play and pretend she's flying around on the carpet with Prince Jama. Okay. And so then you come to the very last plate, which these all go inside, and the very last plate would not fit inside, so the very last plate, Prince Jama invites Molly Bangle out for dinner for her last night in India, and and they have dinner together, and they're having a royal feast. And in this picture, I used all these little nail art type of fruits to make the fruit plate up here, and I put a fork in her hand, and they're both looking at the camera. Somebody's taking a picture of them. So they're both sitting at their chairs and gonna have dinner. And that's the last one for India. Excuse me. So I'm going to put these all back in the baggie. So that's Prince Jama. I call him Jama Jammy. And Molly Bangle. Okay. And those are the sticks. Those will all come with the play set. Now this video is going to be a little while, so if you want to stop the video here and take a break while I get reset up, that'll be just fine. Just return to see the next place, because the next place we're going to, and Molly's going to get on her plane and fly. She goes to the airport and she get on the plane and they're flying to the next destination. I'm just having fun with this, you guys. I love it. So I'm going to get the next box set and show you where she's going. All right. So, plane's landing. Plane's landing. Land into the airport. And the next place that Molly Bangle travels to is Egypt. This is the Egypt play set for Molly Bangle. Okay. Here she is. So, first off, I'm going to open up the box and show you the whole box here. Okay. As I designed the decoupaged the whole side. There we go. Decoupage the sides in Egypt-like things. Okay. There's some gems here. Okay. So tell you about this one now. Alright, so Molly Bangle, here she is, and she goes to Egypt. Okay, so when you open up the box, I'm going to take the top right off here. Okay. So when you open up the box, you'll find a set like this. Okay. And there's 4 sets, 4 places here. And all of this is magnetic, so the people will stay in place when you put the figures in. So when Molly gets to Egypt, she has a few friends that she's going to visit there. Okay, so here she is, and each character will come with the holder. Okay, we've made all the clothes for her. They're all magnetic, and also in this one I made her, in this Molly Bangle, her eyes are going this way to look at her friends, but I made another piece to go right over her head here to change her eyes going this way, so she's looking over this way at her other friends. Okay, so you'll get all that. And I made some more clothes for her. Now this is her shopping outfit. It's a really cool little tiny dress I made for her. and it's got Egyptian hieroglyphs on there and everything. Her little yellow coat for shopping. Okay. I also made her this beautiful little sportsman's outfit. You know, like this is like based in the 30s, you guys. I forgot to tell you that. So it's more of a based in the 30s type of feel. What you would travel and do in the 30s back then. So it's based on the 1930s idea. Okay, and it's pretend. Remember, it's pretend. So this is her traveling little short set. Also made a hat for her for this short set. Goes right on there. Just like that. Okay. And I also made an orange hat that went with her dress here, or you could wear it with her coat. Okay, either one, because there's orange in this and it matches. Okay, there's a light orange and a dark orange, and she's got a little bow on her hair there. You can see it on her hat. Okay. And also, I made her a suitcase, and it says Molly right on it. You can see that real good. It says Molly right there. I made this little, and this is all magnetic, okay? All right, so Molly's in Egypt now. And I'll just put her fancy coat on here. And she meets her friend Prince Babu. Prince Babu. Okay. And Prince Babu also has his own stick. Okay. And this is a hat I made for him. Okay, so we can put that on him. But he looks like that. And he's got his knife here and his little beautiful slippers. Okay. And Prince Babu is going to invite Molly to see the Egyptian pyramid, and he's going to show him Molly and her friend Aziza Apple. Her name's Aziza Apple. Okay. He's going to show them around Egypt. So after I show you all the clothes and everything, now I did say that the video would take a while, but like I said, if you want to stop and take a break, you can stop and then come back to it. So I also made him this Egyptian outfit. And it's magnetic once again, and I made him this hat. And he's got the staff in his hand. Okay, isn't he cute? Okay, so I made him a little hat for the next outfit. And here's his other little outfit right here. Okay. So I'm just going to show these guys real quick. And then, it's not kind of quick, but this is Aziza Apple. She comes with her own holding stick also. And she's the apple of every man's eye. Okay. And that's what she looks like without her clothes on. But I made these clothes myself. Okay. And I made these clothes by looking at designer pieces that were based on the 1930 dresses and what the apparel was kind of like, and then made them tiny and cut them down to size and then redesigned some of it. and made different stuff for it, which you can do in art. Okay. And this is her downtown dress. Isn't that beautiful? She's got the little umbrella here. Okay. So now Aziza comes with this little dress and her hat. She's holding her hat. I made a bow for her here and flowers on the hat here. Okay. And she's Egyptian, so she has this little Maharaji type of dress outfit with her little beautiful slippers. They have gems on the little slippers, and she's holding the magic genie bottle. Maybe she came from that. I don't know, you guys. You can make up the story any way you want. Okay, so those are all the people and figures that come with this one. Now, I thrift shop a lot, okay? So I found this little set. It was like a puzzle. You put the pieces together. So I put them together, and then I designed all the little palm trees onto these. Designed all them myself, the design on the trees. And then they came with these little plants right here. So they all come with the play set. And now we'll move on to the plates that go with this play set. So I'm going to get Molly out. And I'm going to put this back in. Okay. So Molly gets to Egypt. I'm going to take the plates off, okay, and tell you the story as we go along. So this is Egypt. All right. So okay, I'm going to backtrack a little. So she gets off the plane, and she gets to Egypt, and the first thing she sees is the Sphinx. Okay, she sees the Great Sphinx, and she's there, and she meets this man who takes care of the camels, and he offers her a ride. Let me get this again, hold on. He offers Molly a ride to see the Sphinx, because it's a very long walk. And this is a camel, and the camel camel handler, and I designed put the jewels on here and made this camel all up, paper mache and collaged together. Okay, and so I did the glittering and all that, and I made a handle for the front and made the two little sarcophaguses here and the jewels, okay, for the handle to pull it out easily, just like that. Okay, make sure you can see that. It slides open just like that, so you get something to grab. All right. So that's where she goes first thing when she gets there. You know, you get all excited sometimes and before you go anywhere else. So now Molly's going to get to her hotel room. She's going to go to the hotel room, and she walks in, and there's this beautiful display on the wall with hieroglyphics, and she's got some beautiful roses waiting for her that somebody sent her to greet her, and they gave her a fruit basket right here, the lamp, and the 2 lamps on the tables here on the side, and a beautiful rug. Okay, so that will go right here, and you can put that right over onto the play set. You can set it up like this. You put it up against the wall or something if you want to. You could just take this plate out and put it up against the wall. I don't have a holder for it yet, but I should maybe think about that. Okay, so there's the first plate. Now the second plate's her bedroom in the hotel room. So I made the bed in here, designed the back, and put this guy in here. Just put the table and chairs there, and did all my special work that I did and collaged it together. Okay, so that's plate number 2. They usually comes with, each set comes with 6 magnetic plates. You can put that one right on there. It stays right on. Okay, that's her hotel room, so you can pretend she's went back to her room for whatever reason. Okay, so the next thing she does in Egypt, I'm going to get these in order. Okay, as she's going to take a ride on the Nile. She's going to take a boat ride on the Nile. Okay, so these are collage pieces I made myself, the plates, and you can have her walking on the dock, you know, or getting ready to go there. And you can change her outfits and stuff, but this is the next plate. She's going to take a ride on the Nile on a sailboat. Once again, the plates go right on. It changes the whole scene. Okay, so then the next plate is Molly and her friend Aziza, who I showed you earlier. I'm going to get her out now. Okay, so now Aziza and Molly are going to go downtown shopping in Cairo, Egypt. And this is also a collage piece, and it says Cairo, Egypt, and it says the street. So you've got her, so you can put her right on there. She stays pretty good. There we go. If this bends forward, she'll come down. So you have to bend it back a little bit, but you can put it right on here. So the next place they go is downtown shopping. And while they're downtown shopping, the 2 of them, they find a vendor. And this lady is an Egyptian lady selling all her trinkets and souvenirs. And so her and Aziza are going downtown, and this lady's selling everything. So everything on this plate except for this blanket right here is magnetic. And this says, "Let's shop." This is her little shopping bag, which you can put right on her little dress and pretend she's shopping. And you can choose whatever items you want them to buy. So this is a little camel, and you can put it right in the shopping bag, okay, and pretend it's in there. Yeah. So all the pieces, like I said, I'm showing you details. I know this is a little intense, but you can move them around and put them in your bag. And here's a little treasure chest, little jewelry box, and there's a little souvenir man, the little mermaid lady, statue, a bird cage, and a bird cage. Okay. And you can also, okay, and that's it, okay. So like this is the tent and this is the table, and it's all collaged in also. So the next thing they do is, yeah, oh, and I forgot, there's also a little genie bottle, which you saw Aziza, I believe it was Aziza, was holding this genie bottle. But there's also a little genie bottle they can purchase that goes right here on the table. Okay. So what fun she's having in Egypt. So the next thing is this beautiful pyramid. Okay. So this was a kit. I found this thrift store shopping. Okay. This is not my design pyramid, but I did add, I paper machéed the whole thing myself, and then came with these little bricks which I added the glitter glue onto and paper machéed it all, and I put it onto a plate, and it's magnetic, so it will stick on to here pretty well, especially if you take all these plates off. So the fun thing about this is the cap. I made this cap myself. Did not come with this set. And it comes right off, and it's magnetic. You can put it back on. But the fun thing about this pyramid, and I did this part myself, is it opens. Do, do, do. So Molly's going to see the pyramid. She goes, and inside she sees the sarcophagus. Okay. And oh my goodness, what a surprise. And it's magnetic, and it can go right in and hold in there. So if you flip this upside down, it's not coming off. It's not coming off. So, but the fun thing about this is while she's there, they say you can see the mummy. So you just take this part off, and the mummy's inside. Okay? And I really had fun making this. This is a collage piece that I glitter glued and put his little gem up here and put him on top, and made magnetic for all of it myself. So we can put him back in and close it all up and put the cap back on. Okay. And so the very last plate that I made is Molly Bangle, Aziza Apple, and Babu, who's showing them all these places to go to, are up on top of one of the highest parts of Egypt, and they're looking down and watching the sunset, and for the last night of her journey. And there's the pyramid, and there they all are, all three of them. Make sure you get a good look. I collaged and drew those in myself, and there's the sunset. So that's the last part of her journey to Egypt. Okay, so I'm going to put these away, and once again, you can take a break and stop the video for a little bit, and we'll go on to the next part. And let's take a brief minute here. Okay. And now Molly Bangle gets back in the plane. I'll leave you with that. With the plane. And we're going to the next destination, you guys. Okay. And so Molly's on the plane. She gets to the airport. plane lands, everything's good. Thank God, because nowadays things ain't so good on the planes. So, hang on just a second to get some water. So now we're on to the next box, next playset is Paris, France. All right. So it comes with a plastic Eiffel Tower, and think what it was. Okay, and this lights up and changes color. Okay, isn't that fun? Now there's a reason why I'm showing you this now, but I'm going to take it back out and show you later. So this playset has 3 sections in it, and I will show you the outer part of the box, how I have decorated it. There's little kitty cats and things, because there's a lot of kitty cats in Paris. So we're in Paris, France now, and this is how I decorated the whole outside. Collaged it, added the gems in. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now in this play set, once again you have Molly Bangle. I have her in her nightie dress, and her eyes are going this way, you guys. So I made another part that goes over her with her green dress on, and her eyes are going forward. Okay, she's got the gray bow and made her little dress. She also has another dress, and I made her this one. She's got a fancy little pin on because she's in Paris, France here. Okay, and she also has a little pantsuit I made for her. This is her little pantsuit outfit. It's very Paris, France. She has her little bangles on her arms. There's a little bow, and then there's little tiny jewels and gems on her dress, on her shirt. So I'm just going to put this one on for now. So she comes with 3 characters in the Paris, France one. There's her friend Marcel French. His name's Marcel French. He's from France. He's Paris, France. And this is his front view. Okay, and there's a reason why I made a front view with his suit on. Okay, he's got his French suit on, he's got his beard and his mustache, and you know, this is his special outfit for when he has special friends visit. And then there's this friend named Sarah Golden. I think it's Sarah Golden. I forgot to write down the names in here. I have to make their stick shut. I forgot. Okay. But her name's Golden because she wears she loves yellow and gold. Okay. So yeah, I think it's Sarah Golden. But anyway, so this is her, and she's looking to the side in this one. So I wanted to make sure to give her a front view. This is how she looks in the front. And this is her special dress with her fur coat. Remember, this is in the 30s, so you could wear them then. And I moved her arm, and she's got her arm sticking out there. Okay. So that's that one. And in this set, I have 6 plates also for Molly's travels. And I'm going to show you those right now. So I'm going to get all these plates. Okay. Okay, hold on. Sorry about that. I have to get them off. Okay. So Molly Bangle gets to Paris, and I'm going to get her out. So she gets to Paris, and the first thing she sees, she got there on a very special day. It's the Eiffel Tower, and it's a balloon day there. And there's all these beautiful balloons. Now this was a colored, this was a coloring book page that I collaged and added things to, and there was these and there's balloons in the air, and I put this right here on this one. Welcome to fabulous Paris, France. It says right there on that one. Okay, so you have to remember these are, and this is magnetic, so she can stick right there. You can put her down here and have her visiting. Okay, isn't that fun? All right, so she gets there, she sees the Eiffel Tower, and then she gets to her hotel room. And this is collaged in also. There we go. It's at her hotel room. She's got some beautiful furniture and flowers here, and there's a poster on the wall welcoming her to Paris. There's a little air balloon there, so that goes right on top there. So the next thing she's going to do in Paris, France, is she's going to go meet her friend Marcel French and Sarah Golden. And she's sitting and having a little treat with all of them at the cafe. And up here I put all the flowers in with the gems and little nail art type of flowers. And there's a butterfly, which the butterfly is magnetic and can be moved around in the scene. Okay. There's also all these kitty cats. Now in France, there's tons and tons of kitty cats. They're homeless. So she notices all the kitty cats and discusses that with her friends, all the little kitty cats. So that's the next plate. Excuse me just a second, you guys. Okay. So she's talking with her friends, and they tell her that she can go see the fortune teller here. So I made a plate for the fortune teller, and this is Madame Mitzi's tea room. And I collaged all this in. Okay, made the plate, and she's got her crystal ball, and you know, just like that. And how I did this one was I was watching TV, and I don't know how I was watching a program of artists in England, and I saw this lady's face, and I was like, wow, she would make a great fortune teller face. So I drew her all out and designed her face myself, and put in the pot here and lit up all the candles. And so she goes to see the fortune teller. Okay, so that's what she gets to do there. It's all up to you kids and people, whoever decides to get this in the future, what her future will be. But I think she's going to have a lot of traveling in her future. Okay, so So while she met with her friends, they also said, we're going to take you all out to the nightclub, because back in the 30s they had a lot of jazz performers. So I made this plate of them out to the nightclub, and put dancing entertainment here. I put the jazzies, I call these guys the jazzies, all that jazz, I put that in. This whole part right here was not part of this. There was no platform here, no stage. So that's all put in. And here you can see Molly Bangle sitting here. And Marcel French is asking her to dance. And you can see Sarah Golden in the back dancing with this gentleman right here. And what a wonderful time they're having. So after the night of dancing and having fun, after a whole night of dancing and having fun, they go outside, and it's at night, and they see the Eiffel Tower, okay, which I showed you earlier, and it's all lit up for a wonderful, spectacular view at night of the Eiffel Tower. And you can pretend that she's out there seeing this. What a wonderful sight to see. Okay, so the very last plate's coming up, you guys. And there's only one more to go. Okay, so the very last plate is her friends Marcel French and Sarah Golden and Molly Bangle all decide, because in the 30s they would have picnics near the river. So they go, and there's her green dress, and they go to the river and they have a picnic, okay? So that's the very last plate. And there's Marcel French with his suit on, just like the one I made, okay? So I'm going to put this away now so you can take a break. Take another break, and I am going to get the very last box set. Okay. Okay, so, and I think it's still... Okay, so Molly gets on the plane. She's traveling. She's going to her next destination, and she's going to Japan, you guys. And so she gets to Japan, okay. And I'm going to move the plates. She gets to Japan, and I did this one a little different though. So she's in here. And let's see, got the names written down here. Alright. Oh, the other dolly was not Sarah Golden, it was Caroline Golden. Yeah, I had her name wrong. Caroline Golden, Marcel French, and Molly Bangle were the other set in Paris. So now she's in Japan, and she has her friends here. And okay, so alright, I'm just going to read what I have written down. And I still need to make sticks for these ones yet. I forget things because I get busy with other projects. So here we are again, Molly Bangle. Okay. And she's in Japan. And I made a wig for her. You'll get a wig for her. She also has a special Japanese dress. Okay. It has a butterfly on it. Alright. She also comes with a little pantsuit, her little Japanese pantsuit. Okay. It's like that. And she also has this really cute little blue dress. Just like that. Okay. So Molly arrives in Japan, and she has her friends, and I'm going to get their names here. All right. So this is her friend Lulu. Okay. This is her friend Suki. And this is Nico. Okay. And Nico has two different faces. He's got one, he's facing this way. And then the other one goes over him like this. Okay, like that. Okay. This is Suki. Okay. She's all dressed, formally. And she's going to show, her and Nico are going to show Molly and Lulu around Japan. Okay. And Lulu made some outfits for her magnetic. She got this beautiful little Japanese, I don't remember what these dresses are called, but she's got that with the fan. She's got this one. Okay. And she's got this beautiful fancy party dress. And she also has a wig of her own, which she can wear with her party dress. Okay. And there's no other clothes for Suki. She's just traditional. This is what she wears. And like I said, there's only these two outfits for Nico. Okay. Alright, so all of that comes with this playset I made. I'm going to put this back in. Okay. And so Molly gets to Japan, and at first you're going to see her hotel room. Okay. And in the back of the hotel room, you're going to see this beautiful koi fish pond. Okay. But it also comes with this boxed hotel room. Okay. And you put it right on the top here. Okay. And then you can see that she can walk right out. You can walk right out to the koi garden. Okay. And this is a jewelry box. And it's not part of the playset, but it's a jewelry box. So if you get older, you grow up, and you want to have a remembrance of this box, you can always use this jewelry box to put whatever you want into. So it has its own insert, and goes right in, and place to put stuff in the bottom, and insert for the top for your jewelry box. So that comes with this set. Okay, so back to the plates. So she gets to her hotel room, and the first thing she does there in Japan. Okay, is she goes to see the dancing fan ladies. Okay, this is all collaged in, and she goes to see the fan dance. Fan dance. Okay, just like that. That's magnetic to the top. So you can stand it up. Okay. So after that, she goes to see Molly Bangle and her friends go to see Madame Butterfly. Okay. So I collaged all of this in place and made this scene. It's all magnetic. Okay. So they go see the play Madame Butterfly. And then Molly and her friends invite Molly to go to the Cherry Blossom Festival. So in this plate you can see Nico, Molly Bangle, Suki, and Lulu. Okay. And they're there, and as they're at the Cherry Blossom Festival, all her friends tell Molly Bangle about the story of the Japanese lucky cat. The Japanese lucky cat story. Okay? So I'm going to tell you this briefly. I did put this in a different video, but I wanted to make sure it's part of this video, because this is part of my Molly Bangle series of traveling around the world. So the story goes, the emperor is outside walking around the yard doing whatever he's doing, and all of a sudden he hears the little cat meowing and beckoning him into the temple. So he turns around and he goes into the temple, and then a few seconds later a flash of lightning comes down, and where he was standing, the lightning hits. So he's like, wow, that was lucky. So he thanks the cat for beckoning him, calling him to come back into the temple at that particular time. So the emperor declares that all cats are very special now, and that they are to be treated like gold. So that's where the lucky cat story comes from. So Molly hears about this, and they go to after the Cherry Blossom Festival. When she's there, she decides to buy herself a lucky cat. Now I collaged all this in and drew her in. Okay, and she's buying the lucky cat of her choice. Now for this set, I also made these beautiful magnets. I'm going to take them out and show you, so I can sell them singly if people can't afford the whole Japanese set. I made these magnets, refrigerator magnets, and they all say different stuff. This one's good health, school achievement, different ones. Okay, so I think that'll be fun once they hear about the lucky cat story. And they're all different ones. This one's good fortune and prosperity, good luck, protection against evil, and this is a Japanese theme, and that's from the lucky cat. And all these get sold in Japan every single day, even now, even now they are sold there. If you watch some videos on Japan, they sell these all the time. Okay, so that's the end of the Molly Bangle story series. She's going to be flying back home pretty soon. I think we're going to go to Spain next, okay? So we're on the airplane. I didn't do that one yet, so we have to wait. Okay, so thank you for watching, everyone. I know this was a very long video. I hope you took my suggestions and took your breaks. This is Denise with Artist at Work. And remember, art sends love to the world. So I'm sending all this love through my little stories I made up on my art plates. And subscribe to my channel, you guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.